Hi, I'm in Tor Town. We're visiting some family, so we're staying for a week. It's quite rainy today. We just got back from a trip to one of the smaller islands. It was quite a windy sailing trip back. The family who lives here says it's nothing, but I don't know. I think I'm more scared of sailing than I am flying. Anyway, today I don't have anything big planned, or we don't have anything big planned, but the other day I went to some of the knitting stores downtown and I thought I'd bring you along. It was just for a few hours. The weather was really nice. So I thought I'd just show you some of the things that I got. I bought some yarn from the Faroese brand Navia. This one. It's mostly Shetland wool and Australian lamb wool. I've knitted this. I've used this yarn before. It's really nice for color work, and it was because my kid was asking for new gloves, so I just started improvising a pair of new gloves. Yeah, I mean it's not scratchy, this yarn, but it's definitely not soft either. It gets softer when it's after it's washed. Anyway, I got 3 balls of yarn. I really liked. I haven't seen this neon color before. I don't know if it's neon, but very bright orange. And so I like to mix it with like darker classic colors to make it a bit different. I guess it's just, I've knitted so many gloves, so now I just knit gloves. I just measure his hand and then I go from there. And just improvise. And then I actually got this. This is Isager alpaca to add to the dark blue around the wrist, just to make it I don't know if you can see it, can't really, but just to make it slightly warmer. Anyway, that was... I didn't get very many things, but I really liked... This is the orange ball. It's quite bright. And I got some new... Yeah, I'm making the next one here. Some new 3mm needles. I only have wood needles. And I tend to knit faster with metal needles. I rarely lose any stitches, so yeah, I've been wanting to get some metal ones. I don't have... I know that some knitters, they like to buy a whole set of knitting needles or those interchangeable ones. I don't know if in the past I had some interchangeable needles where I just had problems where they didn't want to stay screwed on, or I don't know, it was just annoying. So I really just like metal needles. Also, you can, if you sit on them or a kid plays with them, they don't break. So that was the yarn store in the, what do you call that? The mall, I guess. SMS, they call them, and they have a really good yarn store there. If you go to Tor Town, you should visit. And then I got this, it's like a pencil case. There's a really nice bookstore in Tor Town. And they had this little leather pencil case. And sometimes I draw on my iPad, and it's nice to have a place for my digital pen and also for my other pens. Anyway, I'm really happy with this. And then I got it in red, and I didn't realize that my backpack is also red. I have like a small hiking backpack. It looks like a matching set. So anyway, so that's actually the only things. It's not even knitting related, but that's the things I got that day. And then I just focused on walking around and taking the city, and I had a few hours on my own. I like to go around and be real touristy, get some nice food or get some nice coffee, and just, I don't know, walk around and take the whole place in with all the other tourists. I talked a lot in my previous videos about how I am knitting my way through the Isager knitting book. And I mean, I still am, and I have some unfinished projects, but it started feeling more like something I had to do rather than something I wanted to do. So that took a bit of my knitting mojo away, and I really like to just do these projects where I just come up with something along the way, like the gloves. And so I'm also making this kid sweater. It's based off another sweater I made. I think it was petite knit. Can't remember. It's this. Actually, this is a Faroese pattern. They have like a very distinct Faroese dance. Anyway, so this is a Faroese pattern of that dance. It's also on the back side. And these smaller patterns are also Faroese. This one is I'm knitting in Knitting for Olive's heavy merino, and it's just so soft. My the kid who this sweater is for was like out of the blue, like feeling it and being like, oh, it's so soft, and it really is. It's really nice and soft. I really enjoy knitting this yarn, and the stitches they lie down really nicely. Like it just looks nice. Anyway, so I'm hoping to finish this sweater on like before Monday when we go back, and then my summer holidays are officially really over and I'm going back to work on Tuesday, which is also gonna be nice in its own way, but it's really nice being up here. I really enjoy it. And then I also want to recommend something that is completely unrelated to knitting, which is snacks. I guess it's a little bit related. In Iceland, they make these chocolates that have salty licorice in them. This is, I mean, the same concept as a Snickers or whatever, but it's just chocolate covered salty licorice. Tastes really good. These, which is something called skyr, which is kind of like yogurt, but it has more protein. And this one is with vanilla and chocolate. It's kind of sweet and sour at the same time, and it tastes really good. Anyway, if you're up here and you need to try a new snack out for your knitting, or just if you want to try out a new snack, these are really good. And while I've been filming this, the sun has actually come out, which is really nice for the first time today. And I think I'm gonna go to the store and get some stuff to make salmon burgers or something else, and then I'm just gonna call it a day and have dinner with my family. Thanks for watching.